We are less than 30 minutes away from a happy new year in Central Standard Time. Ah, man, yeah, this year. What has this year been? What was this year? What happened? All right, let me, I'm gonna change. I did not actually change my, stuff. All right. Sure, just chatting. How centered am I? I'm not very centered. This is a pretty sick song for something that's like from a wrestling game on the NES. So I remember the first thing that I streamed was like for New Year's Day was Halo. I feel like this feels like a very good New Year-y sort of game, you know? It's like a good start. Halo just feels like a start of a... Yeah, I don't know. I streamed that for a little bit. I ended up playing a lot of that with my friends kind of later in the year. Just off stream. Alright, I'm gonna add here. And, yeah, Halo's a good start. One of these days I'll get back to that. So many things that I just want to get back to, you know? Alright, I'm looking at my calendar on my phone and all the stuff that I streamed. I did EU4 on the 2nd of January. I forget what campaign that was. Was that still the Netherlands? I don't know. I do not remember. I've done Dark Souls. Yeah. I started Dark Souls all the way back in October of 2023, and then I went until, like, March? February. Yeah, February. I think I beat it, like, looks like late February. That was a good time. And honestly, viewership-wise, that was pretty good, too. For me, at least. I don't know how good Dark Souls 2 would be. I feel like Dark Souls 2 had a little bit of a resurgence in viewers, like, just streamers. 2024. Still, this year, soon to be last year. Hey, Jackies, how's it going, man? Happy New Year if you're in Eastern time or later. Earlier. We are 20 minutes away from New Year's here. Good old CST. And we should get... Okay, we need to get more hype tunes. Got hype tunes for the new year. Oh, this is a Night in the Woods song. This is like It's a good song, but all right, here we go. This is a good. And now this makes me think of 1992.
With Channel 6 News. We're here at what should be
All right, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. I do like D&D. I'm actually very, very, very slowly planning a campaign. It's gonna be a what you call it. I was gonna tell you a secret, but now I don't feel like it. Yeah, I was Spelljammer. I'm hoping to do a Spelljammer campaign with friends. I'm not going to stream that one, but there's another campaign that I kind of almost started to try to do that I would have streamed, but I don't know, maybe someday. But yeah, Dark Souls 2 would be interesting. I just saw so many people streaming Dark Souls 2. It's like I kind of know what I want to do at the first session. And it's like, if I just like tighten up a couple things, I think I'd be about ready. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 would be good. Like, Dark Souls was pretty good. Oh. Love, like, the dance jam of Green Hill Zone. Yeah, I keep doing Halo, U4, Crusader Kings. Man, what was I even doing in CK3 at that point? Maybe I should go check and go look at my YouTube. Man, was the last thing that I uploaded? Last thing I uploaded was like Stardew Valley. I'm pretty far behind here. This is the Gurids. The Gurids was cool. I need to go back to Gurids because I realized that there was an achievement for playing as them, where you need to go east, where everything that I conquered, I would go west. So it actually wouldn't be that hard now to become it. I was having so many problems with just like controlling my everything. That like going administrative would actually help a lot. Oh, maybe I should. Yeah, I could actually do my Twitch recap. I could actually show that off. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, we can do that in a little bit. We'll probably just, yeah, I kind of want to go over my games first. So yeah, like the Gurids I did, yeah, it's just such a blur of which campaigns I did. I feel like the Dutch was, I don't know when that, I think it was later last year actually. I'll try and get to those, but in the meantime, that was a lot of stuff. Oh, Castle Crashers. That was cool. Doing Castle Crashers with Ohm, Soul, and Pablo. I got every lady. Every one of the 4 ladies. I got them all. I'm that much of a gamer. And there was actually like a new thing that came out recently for Castle Crashers that I just had not, that I think we can get back together. Papa would be up for it. I know Ohm and Soul would be, but Papa's been busy. So yeah, that'd be really cool. Get back to that. Getting into February. Most of the same stuff. That's right. I streamed like the Millennia demo for an hour. I barely even remember that. I just did not feel it. Like, I loved Civ 5, and Millennia was kind of closer to Civ 5 than like any of the other. Closer than definitely Civ 6. Which Civ 6 is a game. You know, hold on. This song is. Nope. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I just did not get into that. I mean, for Humble Bundle, I'm actually going to get Old World. So, I mean, that was one that looked pretty cool, but I think kind of had mixed response. I don't know. Maybe I'll try Old World. Continuing a lot of Dark Souls. Did OC Radio on Valentine's Day / Ash Wednesday on the 14th. More U4, Crusader Kings, Dark Souls. I played a lot of things on that Sunday, the 18th. Played like EU4, CK3, and Dark Souls. It's weird. Long weekend. So. Oh, and yeah, I started playing like Halo 3 and ODST. In like starting in first ODST, then just regular Halo 3 in January. I actually did like some D&D character creation off stream for like back in February. Actually, no, that was with friends. What did I do? I started Mario Galaxy 2 late in February. That was fun. That's another one that I beat, but I still need to get all the green stars. And that's almost like a whole nother that is like a whole nother playthrough of Mario Galaxy 2. Not in so much detail, like you get all the green stars by basically just running through the world, but you're going through every single level. Which I'm really glad that I was finally able to get to Galaxy 2. Hey, Happy New Year, Historical Mustache. I've still got 12 minutes. We're getting there. 2025 is... I got a feeling it's gonna be a year. It's gonna be something. But I started up Hearts of Iron in March. Was there DLC back in March for Hearts of Iron? Hold on. Okay, almost to the point at which the Paradox games would be. Let's see. Oh, dude, Stick Fight. When did I actually play Stick Fight last? That was so much fun. That was in December of last year. Okay, U4 I was playing was Kar Kyunlu. I remember that now. Fun campaign. Yeah, Kar Kyunlu. That was one that, yeah, Kar Kyunlu and the Gurids, which are like It's funny that those are on both flanks kind of Iran, which would be my arc. That would was that this year or last year? Oh yeah, and then for the solstice, for spring solstice, I played Crusader Kings. Was that? I played with Ohm. Okay, no. Hype tunes. 10 minutes. Oh, No, this is actually, hold on. No, this is stupid. I was actually thinking about this. I was thinking about this song. Like, oh man, that's a perfect song to play. And it actually came up right now. It's 5 minutes long. So let's wait like a couple minutes. We'll just have radio silence on the tunes for let's go ahead and play it at like 50 at 54. That'd be a good time. That'll probably be a crescendo towards the end. Man, I did so many bad things in Dark Souls when I played through that. It's totally on accident. Yeah, the Guriad Buddhas. We're gonna need to get big there. Alright, then getting into my first game I'm gonna play in New Year. That is going to be Dragon Age. I'm gonna keep playing that because I've had the itch, I've had the need for Dragon Age. Gonna be, if you know anything about it, gonna be going into the Mage's Circle. It's gonna be my first actual major quest. I've streamed it like 7 times, and I just had not gotten. I've not done a major quest yet. I kind of faffed around in Denerim. Excuse me. Then I did a couple of the like DLC quests, the Soldier's Peak and the and Shale's quest. Get her, which I don't know she's a her yet. Gonna figure that out eventually, but I mean, like 2 people have already told me. Yeah, and the EU4 campaigns early in the year were the Netherlands. Good old Dutch boys. Oh, and yeah. It was for St. Patrick's Day that we. Hold on, was that multiplayer? No, that was not multiplayer. I actually did that single player, right? Hold on. I don't remember doing that much. Because the year before that, that's when I did multiplayer with Ohm. Just moseying around, checking things out. just being loud. All the loudness. Yeah, if you don't like fireworks, I get you. Oh yeah, the DLC that came out for Hearts of Iron. That was the stuff in South America. I played as Argentina. Did I really not play as Ulster that much? No, hold on. I think I did. I think I conquered the British Isles and called it a day. Oh, yes, Dragon Age. Yes, that's very true. Yeah, I mean, at least it's not like Mass Effect 3, where that's like impending doom. At least with the Darkspawn, they're just making a straight line. And they're just like plowing through, and they don't actually move any more than you beat stuff. Should have bought more Dogecoin. But yeah, Happy New Year to you. You're already a year in. All right, 2 more minutes, and we're gonna start the jam. And we're gonna get ready for the countdown. Did I actually like preemptively start playing as in Ireland? Oh, I feel wasn't that when the Legends actually came out? Is when I went with the U4 or at CK3 there? Was that the beginning of this year? I think it was. Yeah, I did not actually play as Argentina that much. And for the Solstice, I started Stardew Valley again. I started the new farm, the Meadowlands one, where I only do the animal products. Oh, and I started Donkey Kong Country Returns as well in April. All the mayo. So much mayo, dude. So much money from the mayo. All right, 5 minutes. In just a couple seconds, we'll start up the jam. It is a 5-minute long song. It'll run into the new year. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns is another game that I got like none of the collectibles, so I'm basically gonna have to play through the game again. Which I'm not feeling bad about that. But I don't know. I feel Scott the Woz really likes that game, but he I didn't quite feel it the same way that he did. All right. 4 minutes. Song starts out chill, but it picks up. Stardew Valley, Donkey Kong, more Crusader Kings. Oh, then we went with, started doing multiplayer CK3 with June and Chris, where I just happened to fail so bad. Well, I failed early on, and so I just hopped around to counts, and so I called it Countless Counts. Oh yeah, because the DLC, the expansion happened for Stardew. That's a big reason that I started that. Man, oddly enough, my Mario Galaxy 3 videos actually got like the early ones got like a couple hundred views. The DLC stuff for CK3 is good. I like it a lot. All right, 3 minutes. Yeah, like surprisingly. Actually getting like somewhat consistently, at least early on, a lot of views. But not too far into it. Like I got 200 on part 4, part 5 has 2. YouTube, what can you say? Alright, I got my clock up. The song's so good, dude. Yeah, Argentina. That was in that was in Hearts of Iron because the DLC for EU4 for South America came out around then. All right, build up to a crescendo. 2 minutes. And Vic 3, I didn't get back to that until that DLC came out in like the summer. Seconds. Yeah, I mean, it was neat. South America needed stuff, but it's at the same time, South America really didn't play in the war at all. All right, how perfectly can we time this with some kind of really big thing coming up? 60 seconds. Let's turn this up. Let's crank it. Seconds. Galaxy music's so good, dude. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. 2025, here we are. Wasn't the perfectly timed bit, but yeah. I'm amazed this song came up. I was actually thinking, yeah, no, this is the one that I want to have as we do the countdown. It's so good. Like it's like the perfect just liftoff song. You're going to the moon, you're going to Mars, you're going into the galaxy. Oh. Like right there would have been the perfect timing. Da-da! Ah. Oh, you heard that one. Turn it back down to like 60. 65. Ah. It's such good music. It's insane. You ever think it's like crazy that really good music is still here? Yeah, glad you guys could be here with me on New Year's Day as we counted down. I'm a very small streamer, so I really appreciate just whenever anyone that is respectful shows up and hangs out. Because like sometimes, and I don't mean to point fingers, like you guys do what you do what you want to do, you do what you got your time for. I don't expect anyone to really show up like ever, for the most part. Sometimes, like I had a stream the other day where like I think one person showed up very briefly, like a new person, and then like almost immediately left, which is, you know, whatever. Yeah, a bit of trolling. And it's like, I really want my stream to, I don't expect to be big. I don't expect to make any real money from streaming, but I would really like to be, if I could just like consistently have viewership. Hey, Nidtype, thanks man. Happy New Year to you too. If it has become the new year for you. Like that is a goal of mine. It's difficult. I don't know exactly how, because there are a lot of things that keep you down as far as growth-wise. As far as growth goes, a lot of things keep you down. The algorithm does not help you. Twitch does not help you. Basically, everything else is something that I need to work at. And it's hard to pin down, you know? So I don't know. It's hard to, there's no like winning formula. If there was a winning formula, then everyone would be winning. I mean, definitely collabs would help. I'm hoping to schedule a good one for maybe next week or the week after. Good as in fun, really. Like someone that I was hoping to collab with like months ago. But life happened, kind of got in the way. Like moving. That was a big thing that happened for me personally. That I moved into a new apartment back in October, and I felt like that just took up all my mental space for like a month. Yeah. Life! Man, that's Wayne's World. Wayne's World, man. Like such a... Dude. So I live in Chicago, and so that movie like touches me on a personal level. Like, I've been to the mall where they had that spire with the cars on it. Hopefully not doxing myself at all. It's like something about Chicago, I don't know, that it's just like, no, we have our movies. We got Wayne's World. We got Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Still think that's something regarding selling out with ads. Oh yeah, with the Nike, with all the Nike swag. Man, it's just not cool. That's really sad. Dude. So yeah, it's like, what can I do to really... Yeah. We're not worthy. That's another one. They had Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper, like, he's a Christian. Which is like crazy, because like you'd expect that if he'd be the last guy, he's like a born again Christian. I actually had a friend, more like a kind of an acquaintance, that actually knew his daughters. That's actually maybe part of the reason that Alice Cooper was in Wayne's World. Is he from Chicago? Or like a suburb or something? Alice Cooper. He is 76? Damn. No, he's from Phoenix. No, he's born in Detroit. I think he actually like hosts a radio show in Chicago. Not Chicago, but Illinois. He's 76. Maybe because all the makeup, but he doesn't look it. His real name is Vincent Damon Fournier. Vincent Damon, that is a pretty metal name. Fournier, not so much. But Vincent Damon, that's pretty awesome. Like, if you had just gone with like Vincent Damon Cooper. Oh, hold on. Aside from music, Cooper is a film actor, a golfing celebrity, and restaurateur, and since 2004, a disc jockey with his classic radio show, Alice's Attic. Okay, well, you know, like all of those, like a lot of radio shows are basically syndicated. They're not actually local. So I don't know if he's actually I don't know how much he actually does in Illinois. I don't know. He did live in Chicago for a time. Okay, so maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Anyway. Distraction. But yeah. Yeah, like what can I do to do better? Collabs help. Like I want to get I want to do a re-debut. I want to get like a different model. And I want a better rigging, which, I mean, this takes shopping. I need to get a design down first, though. Damn it, Alice Cooper was also on, like, a Muppets skit once, where the Eagle's like, "You're a weirdo." And Alice Cooper's like, "Thank you." That's pretty sick. So yeah, I mean, having a better model is not inherently going to get me more viewers. I would be honest, it might if it was a lady model, but that's not what I'm going for. Being a lady, pretty awesome. Props to all the ladies out there. People like ladies. People don't like dudes as much. For obvious reasons. And I'm not even saying like, I mean, it's like real talk. Like, if your choice is to talk to someone about the exact same thing in the exact same way, would you rather talk to a man or a woman? I'm sure almost everyone would say a woman. And that's really just what it comes down to. Women have a lot of other obstacles that just make things difficult, and like to succeed or feel safe. So, not saying that women have it easier, they just have it different, and in some ways, that can lead to just more people showing up. Like, even if it's a dude that is like, yeah, I'm a man, I just have a female VTuber model like Joel, I would be amazed if he would not get the same numbers if he had a masculine model, is what I'm saying. And I'm not even saying, like, specifics of, appealing sexuality, which Joel really doesn't, but other streamers do. That is definitely a draw, but then also just straight up, even if you're not sexual in any way as a streamer, just being a woman helps. Just need the swag. You know, hopefully, if I get a sick model, that will just kind of be more appealing for people to look at in general. But again, but really the biggest thing is to actually stand out, to actually get people to show up in the first place. More Mario Galaxy. So do I have a disadvantage compared to women? Maybe, maybe not. And just like, there are tons of women that just do this better than me. I'm not great at this. I'm not gonna say I am. This jam though, dude. Like the exact same song, you just do it in a slightly different way, and damn. But yeah, it's hard. I think part of the difficulty with what I've done is that I might have kind of have a bifurcated audience, as slim of an audience as it is, because I play strategy games and then also mostly like kind of the retro stuff. And even that, I haven't really done proper retro in a while. Not since like October, really. Well, slightly into November with beating like Grim Fandango, but yeah. So, I don't know. It's hard to... a more focused audience is definitely just better for... Like, if I only did Dark Souls, I'm pretty sure I would have like those Dark Souls numbers that I had last year and the year before pretty consistently. But the thing is, I don't want to just play Dark Souls or even just play Paradox games. Like, if I only played Crusader Kings or Hearts of Iron, I would probably just get better viewership because I would be a Hearts of Iron guy. But I just don't want to do that. So when it comes down to it, I just do what I want to do. Oh. And people show up for, ideally for me, not that like I'm some sort of charismatic dude or particularly interesting, hopefully moderately interesting, at least reasonably interesting. And with and also for games, gameplay can be fun. Like, it's cool to see me just like take over Europe as El Cid. Stardew. Show up for people you can. Games con. Yeah. I appreciate that, dude. I do notice that you do pop in. Okay, I hope I don't feel like weird. Make it feel weird that I kind of notice lurkers. But like, I just look in the users in chat, and I appreciate when you just show up. Let's get something either chill or like a bit more upbeat, kind of like this. All right. But yeah, I appreciate anyone that shows up, lurks, chats respectfully, which is most people. Yeah, no, I get you, dude. How far did I get in I'm pretty sure I conquered all of Britain this Ireland. Order of St. Patrick. Rainbow World. That's Mario Galaxy. Okay, Stardew. Yeah, I don't know. It's like maybe if there's a way that I could figure out promotion better. Like, collabs are a lot of that. And that's part of the difficulty with like doing the retro stuff. Like, there's someone that I would really love to collab with, but it's so hard because we have a lot of overlap when it comes to certain games. But I don't. It's hard to do collab with those kinds of games. Those being like retro games. Whenever I get a Switch, that'd actually be a really good thing to do. To Get a list of all of the multiplayer games on like Switch Online, and then try and collab with loads of people doing those. I think that's something that I would like to do. Countless Counts, yeah, doing that. Fresh Rocks! Okay, I'm just going through my stuff again here. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba. And I need to actually start uploading to YouTube again. Like, actually, I've got a lot of them uploaded, but they're all like privated because I like to have titles. Not that it freaking matters. You know what? Another thing I want to do. I want to make produced videos. I need to, like, those cost money. I need to have videos that, like, they can be quick, they can be short, things that I could upload. Like, do I want to go for TikTok? Do I want to do TikTok? How's the song go again? This album, I don't know how I feel about this album. Like, there are a lot of songs that I'm not really big in. This is like an old OC Remix album. Yeah. I'm gonna skip it. Alright. Only gives to see big collabs for Among Us, Lockdown Protocol, the new The Office-like game, and Roblox. I don't even really care about big collabs. Also, how is the music compared to my voice, do you think? Like, is it loud? Is it quiet? Actually, is it... It would probably only be loud. Like, stuff that's available on the Switch, like for Switch Online, are a lot of retro games, which would be very good. About equal? Alright, I'll actually turn it down a little bit then. Alright. Yeah, that's probably good. And then I played Fallout for a little bit. I don't know, I feel like that's a hard game for me to get into. I feel like the ticking clock feels rough to me, you know? But yeah. I really should have turned it down a little bit better. Because, like, you don't want the audio to be equal to the voice. You want to be like 2 steps quieter. So that's clear, but not too quiet. Yeah, you don't want it to be too quiet, don't want it to be too loud, obviously. Yeah, I started playing as the Netherlands in May, it looks like, when I was doing EU4. Oh yeah, and it started Crash Bandicoot late in May. Crash 3. A good old Orange Prince, yeah. I got all of the oranges. Okay, I think I kind of switched between like Crash and Spyro 3. Spyro 3 was a game that I had growing up, and that was cool. I mean, I had all the Crash games, all 3 of them. The only 3. Spyro 3 was another one that I had, but I didn't do very well in it. And it was cool to beat the remake. It was fun. I'm so much better at games than when I was 9. Go figure. Yeah, so that's kind of what I did about around then. I love Crash. Like, the 3 games feel oddly distinct, like in their vibes in a weird way, despite them being mechanically identical, bar a few like bells and whistles first added in 2 and then even more in 3. Which, if anything, in 3 it kind of becomes a little bit too much because it takes away from simplicity. Yeah, I played Crash 2, maybe 1 and 2, a little bit at a friend's house. It's an interesting sort of setup. This is how it's done. yeah, my 3-year stream anniversary was in July. Or no, June. What games do you want to play, finish 100% with mods? Specifically with mods? Or like, with modifications on the game? Or you mean playing with Okay, you mean like modifications, like the Paradox games. With mods. Oh, okay, just, all right, so what do I, in general, what do I want to play? All right, so, and mods, all right, all separate questions. Gotcha. So what do I really have lined up? I want to beat Dragon Age. That's kind of my first thing. That's a big one. Man, what else? I've got a whole list. I've got a big old list of games that I want to play, that I want to stream. Let's bring that up, actually. Let's bring that up. And this is a very long list that I will probably never do all of. But these are just games that I think about. Let's see now. Let's actually... Oh, you already see that. That's not a good format. Hold on, let's see. Ah. Well, that'll do. Whoops. Not where I want to put that. There we are. I'm gonna shrink that down a bit. Games that keep me up at night. Right now, that is Dark Souls. Yeah, let's actually make this bigger too. Let's and this is not a to-do list for games, but it kind of is. So the ones I have in italics are the ones that have already started in some capacity and have yet to finish. If you can kind of see the italics. The ones in bold are the ones that are kind of like ongoing. So Pokemon Leaf Green still has a little bit of post-game stuff to do. Basically just the optional remake stuff, and then also Mewtwo's dungeon. Sly Cooper. This is a game that I had been wanting to play, and then Fuzzy brought up that he would want me to play that, and I'm like, all right, I'll make that a priority. And then, yeah, I have it all by like primary, which are games that I would probably stream on the weekends, and secondary are games that are more like I'd be fine doing late night, which are probably like during the week. And technically, these are actually ongoing. I played Civ 5 a while ago. One is China, one is France that I kind of left aside. And this is kind of ongoing. I want to get back to this one, but it's actually, I haven't played this in a while. I think since 2023 is when I played as Armenia, but then DLC came out and distracted me to play as other things. So, you know, Stardew is also, that's also technically ongoing. Surgeon Simulator, Meat Boy, Super Mario RPG, Mario Land, these are games that like all of these games also that I played a bit of but haven't quite finished. And these are a couple ideas of just like other things that I would do that are probably just chatting. Like AVGN watch along, that would probably be something I think I would just want to do on Discord with folks. Bible study is something I consider doing, but not quite sure. And just general hanging out with people in Discord, watch alongs besides that. Game Duel would be something that could be kind of cool. Media share, just, yeah, I don't know. Like things that, these are just kind of like spitballing stuff. Most disappointing games. This is something I've kind of talked about before, but I never quite did. Make all the games italics. Honestly, wouldn't be hard for me. And, you know, this I technically played, but I played so little because it just doesn't do well with OBS. It'd just be better to play this on Xbox. Which I can make happen. I think it actually works perfectly. Like using the disc on the Xbox One. You know, maybe I will donate to this. I like LibreOffice. Later. Now these are ones that actually like Nintendo. Not Nintendo. Nintendo Power Reading. I would love to have a collection of all the Nintendo Power game magazines, at least for the N64 era, because I had those growing up, and I still got a lot of them, and I love those magazines. They're so much fun. And the Steam Library Tour, that's a lot. I've got a lot of games on Steam. That'd be quite the thing. I've played so very few of them. Some games are just too much in pain to get working on Twitch. It's really just a lot of older games. A lot of older PC games. Like I had to functionally download an entirely different Dragon Age Origins in order to really make it work reliably. That is a game that absolutely needs to be remade. The script should be the same, maybe with a few extras, a few little doodads would be fun. To make it a little bit worth it, update the graphics, keep the script identical. No changes. I want Sten to still say that women can't fight, can't be warriors. And maybe, you know what? You can teach him. Women can do it, because you got some pretty awesome women in your party. Especially Shale. And then Steam purchase history. That's a bit more viable, because I've honestly not bought that many games on Steam relative to how many games I have on Steam. I've got a lot of most of the games I've gotten are from like bundles, but I've not really bought too many games directly from Steam. It would be a lot of Paradox DLCs. But yeah, that would be cool. Then I've got what other games? Like hypothetically, if I were to finish Dragon Age and Sly Cooper, what would be next? Maybe? No, honestly, I could probably make this just italics at this point. Like finishing Halcyon and Leaf Green might not be bad, because that would be just good things to finish. And then I would really like to get the Oracle's games. I would like to do those. It could be Seasons or Ages first, doesn't really matter. I just have Seasons down here. So, like, either I would need to buy the games, which is not the worst thing, or I could just get... Because they said that like all the Switch Online stuff is going to carry over to the successor. It depends on when the Switch successor comes out. That I would probably just want to just get that and just get Switch Online for that. I really, really hope they don't call it Switch 2. I want, if they're going to keep it Switch something, Super Switch. Super Switch, make it really obvious that much like the Nintendo came the Super Nintendo, Switch comes the Super Switch. Like, because I mean, if they don't really change the mechanism of the Switch that much, like maybe they could just do that. Oh yeah, Frostpunk. I've done a playthrough of Frostpunk before. That game, it feels like it stresses me out, but in reality, if you just know what you're doing, it's not all that hard. I didn't lose any of my people until like the end, and even then, only like 7 people died in like the end game thing. It's mostly I don't have the DLC. I mean, I do have the DLC, but I haven't played it, so doing those would be good. And it's going for other achievements, but I mean, the game just like mentally, it feels like it's more tense for me. I mean, but if people want me to play Frostpunk, I'd be up for doing that. I will do like the DLC scenarios. Yeah, no, seriously. Like in a city of a couple thousand, I lost 7. Like because everything was shutting down. In those last couple hours, you have to hunker down. That's all you can do. All of your power is gone because you have to shut down your generator or else it's gonna explode. You just need to hunker down. That's better than like my other playthroughs where I lost power in like the middle of a campaign earlier on, and then also at the end game where like everyone was dying. I might have been able to do it, like to beat it in the other one, but I think I lost loads of folks. Oh, I love this song. So yeah, this. You know, maybe I should actually like post this. I might put this in Discord, like just so that people could open it and just take a look at what what I've got here. And most of these games I own, not all. Another one, Banjo-Tooie would be good, because I beat Banjo-Kazooie last year. It's gonna be weird saying that now. Last year. Huh? Where am I? Here am I. Let's scooch myself there. Overlord, that's one that I started a while ago. It's kind of a mid game. Beautiful Joe, that's good. I would really like to just kind of just strike off all of these Mario games. And this is the SNES version. I feel like the SNES version has a little bit more charm than what I've seen of the remake. Because you just can't make it the same if you're just going to update the graphics. It's not identical. It could play identical or even better, which is like props to you. Props for that. But man, it just doesn't. It's not the same. Not exactly the same. Yeah, Pokemon Snap I only have here because I played through the whole thing and I beat it, like 100%ed it on stream in like a 3-hour stream because I knew what I was doing. But it's just kind of nice to maybe go back to this. Plants vs. Zombies, did I even beat it? Because back in the other day, yeah, Beautiful Joe. Such an underappreciated game that I really want to get back to. It's a hard game too. And I'm much better at games too. Oh, dude, Turok. Turok feels like a very good summer game for me. Turok actually might be higher up on the list than a lot of these. Metal of Chaos is another one that I think I'm not all that far from beating, really. Oh, Later Alligator. I've beaten it, but I think this is another one that it's like, I just need to get a couple achievements. That's all I need. And they're like really easy. I honestly might have been able to just get them in like an hour. Like, let me even just look up. All I want is just get the achievements. The game takes place in like late May, I believe, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just have one day where I will just do like just do big old streams of just like one big stream of finishing up Leaf Green Coliseum and Later Alligator. All right. Oh yeah, I was Protect the Baby. I was actually really close to doing that, so I think I could do that pretty easily, relatively easily. There's one more puzzle piece that I'm missing, and it's actually rather easy to get. I just did not know that I didn't get that one. Catch Batman and Spider-Man, easy peasy. Score 1,500 points in 15,000 points in pinball. I think I could get that rather all right. It's just it's so hard when I could be like, I could do anything else rather than be like, all right, here's my cleanup day. All right, but we're getting, yeah. Anything else? Yeah, I should put this in Discord and just see what people like. What the heck? Why is that the icon? That's weird. It's not even a generic Huh. I love this song though, dude. No, just for the song, I'm gonna snooze the ads. They're in Discord. I mean, I've played Princess Maker 2. I've done, I think, 2 playthroughs of it. Like, that's one game that I could that I could throw on just about any time. Disco Elysium. That's one it feels intimidating because there's so much in it. It's like so dense. At least in my mind. Distraint is one that's like, it's not a very long game. It's like a pretty small, like horror-ish game that I kind of want to just finish it. I only streamed it once. Like back in, might have been 2021. Back not long after I started. Donkey Kong 1994, yeah. So many good video games. Earthbound? Oh yeah, and Dragon Age Origins. That is ongoing. I'll keep this one bold because that is going to be, it's going to be a priority shortly. Shenmue is another game that's like, feels like it's just dense. I'll make this a plan to put this in Discord probably sometime today, and just say, hey, what are the games that seem cool to you? Ideally in the primary sector. Castlevania 64, ugh. It's okay. Yeah, tons of good games. And Castlevania 64. Yeah, the game, like, I would like to at least make this only 2 pages. Langrisser is one that this one I've promised Ohm. Because I'm doing this game, I'm doing Sly Cooper for Furry. I'm going to make Langrisser a priority. After I beat Sly Cooper, I will probably just do Langrisser. So many games. Like, I would just be like, oh man, this game's really good. I want to play that. I love Paper Mario. Police Story and Police Quest. I don't know. Honestly, I could probably toss those. There's so many games on my... I should weed this a little bit, Like the bold games are like, I'm going to do these soon. Italics are ones that I kind of want to get back to. And some of these are just like, I kind of thought about doing this, and this is not a game. I just kind of maybe want to do karaoke. I'm sure there's a video game called Karaoke that might not even be karaoke. This is actually just Final Fantasy 1. I can do it. I can do the NES version. I could also do the GBA version. GoldenEye, heck yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm just gonna toss these because these are probably not even quaternary games. Nothing against Police, necessarily. But yeah, that's like those games are so far from my mind. Same with This Is the Police. I don't know why I felt like, oh yeah, police games. In Pokemon Trading Card Game, I kind of just want to collect all the trading cards. I beat the game. I just want to get every card, which is basically just grinding. But that's such a chill thing to do too. I love the music in this game. This is one that I really just want to get the achievements. The biggest issue is that I would need to borrow my brother's VR setup. I'm not buying it. Not for Rhombus of Ruin. Solitarica. That's one that I played once as well. I think that was cool. It was alright. And all of these are technically ongoing. I don't know. Maybe I should call some of these done. I don't even have the ones that are more recent. But the what do you call it? But the Dark Forest one. Oh, Cuphead. That's another one. That was really fun. Man. Oh, dude, this song. You know what? Another 5 minutes just so that you can hear this one. Yeah, El Cid. That one's... I'm so close to finishing this one. I want to have the satisfaction of actually getting rid of it when it's done. In fact, that's bold. Also italics. This one's basically only for achievements. I would need a walkthrough because there's just a bunch of things you just need to find. But at the same time, like this game, it's so very alright. It's good, but it's like not. Can I toss like 3 more? What are 3 games that are just like meh, that I don't even need to think of? You know, the only reason I have both of these is because I started Kirby's Adventure and Kirby's Dream Land is the first one, and I kind of want to do them in order. Bioshock 2 because I already beat Bioshock 1. Bloons? Realistically, what do I have Bloons on? Is that on Steam? I think it's on like Epic Game Store or something. I love this song, dude. Yeah, I started Skyrim. Oh, dude, Hi-Fi Rush. I now technically own that. Not even technically, I now own that. But I did not when I had played when I put this down. This man, Hi-Fi Rush is good. Iconoclasts. That's it. Iconoclast and Indivisible. I'm just gonna toss those. Jade Empire is still ongoing. Like when a game is like not even a like Panzer Paladin feels pretty interesting to me. Where like I gotta be realistic. In fact, I'm gonna dump the Total War games. These like, and technically this I also played a little bit of. Okay, well I'm down to 2 pages. Black. Oh, dude, Black. Man, that's a good one. Golden Sun. That's fine. Dr. Mario is always a chill one. Have I streamed that at all? I don't think I have. I did on my old channel. Nebuchadnezzar. What is Nebuchadnezzar again? That's a strategy game, right? One that just seemed cool to me. I don't know why I put it down here. Classic isometric city builder. A short hike. I'll keep that on. It's the original Star Fox. Gex. Ah, man, yeah. I have so many games. I have way too many video games. I'm not gonna stream most of them ever, let alone play. I'm not gonna play them, let alone stream them. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back, dude. Happy New Year. Yeah, thanks to hydrate. That is exactly what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get some water. Do I really care about Grow Song of the Evertree? You know, really, there's some games that I just need to leave by the wayside. I think Grow Song of the Evertree can be one. There's nothing bad about it, but it's like, do I really care about Grow Song of the Evertree? But yeah, ad break time. We'll be back in a few minutes. I still have more talkings to do, and I need to get water. Be back in a couple minutes. Is that panel that hard? And what were you looking at the internals for? Were you just like, is it dusty? You cleaning them out? Okay, getting water. It's BS. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, getting water. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so trying to find it had extra storage inside, wasn't plugged in. Oh wow. You saw the fan was getting dusty and used some condensed air to clean some out. Okay, yeah. So yeah. I'll put this in the Discord, and then I would ask people for what on this list they're really liking. There was no extra storage inside. I'm not even gonna make any of those italics. But yes, alright. Music loud, is it? I mean, how loud? Like, how's it compared to my voice? Is my voice like an acceptable volume compared to the music? Sure. I mean, the song is also kind of loud. Okay. What song even is this? Celeste? Okay. Anyway, I think I will go ahead and I kind of want to get back to this, like, a little bit of reflecting over the past year and how my streaming stuff was. Let's see. I was already into June. And does anyone else feel like the latter half of the year always feels longer than the former? The first half just feels shorter. I mean, that's probably a good thing. I mean, because a lot of that first half is winter. Get that going. So yeah, in June, a lot of E4. Yeah, Spyro 3, Crash 3. Yeah, I think my year, 3.5 year stream anniversary was like a couple days ago, something like that. Oh, I got back to Vic 3. So I've been streaming for 3.5 years now. Not that half a year means anything, but like in early July, I also started playing a little bit more Donkey Kong Country again. I just like going back to Donkey Kong Country. January 22nd. All right. Your stream anniversary. Yeah, my stream anniversary is July. I keep saying July. Is June 11th? I think that's right, yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna look back. All the way back. Like, I'm gonna double check. Yes. June 11th is my stream anniversary. Now, I'm a little sad that when I first started streaming on my original channel, that I did not save my first VOD. Like, I do not have my very first stream anywhere. Alright, but yeah, June? What was it? What was the E4 stuff that I was doing in June? Yeah, we did the Stardew collab for a little bit there. That was cool. Yeah, I think that was still... Yeah, it was still Holland. Yeah, no, that was kind of my... Yeah, no, the Persia arc was 2023. 2024 was still Persia in Vic 3. Yeah, and getting back to Donkey Kong Country is nice. My donkey days. You designated it January 22nd? Alright. Oh, and yeah, I started Pokemon Coliseum in July. I think it's a solid game. Pretty solid. There are a lot of things that I really wish that they had tightened up or elaborated on, and really just maybe have more interesting Pokemon for double battles. Oh, my NES is... Okay. Yeah. That day specifically, though. What day is that? What is the 22nd? That is a Wednesday. So, I probably... maybe. Yeah. We'll see. I'm trying to get something else together. Well, yeah. We'll go with a probably. A tentative probably. Pokemon Coliseum. Doing Vic 3. Vic 3 was good. I feel like I haven't quite clicked with it yet, though. Or maybe it hasn't clicked with me. I'll try round 2 of Marvel Rivals. It's getting late. So some other time definitely, but I think I wanna, when I'm done with however long that still might be, I think I would just want to chill the rest of the evening. Thank you though. I absolutely would love to do Marvel Rivals later though. Yeah, and it's like getting to the... I just like some Donkey Kong. Without, yeah. Ba-da-da. And I started later Alligator in August. Because it felt like a summery game to me. Apparently, but yeah, it takes place in May. Like, maybe even early May, because I think it actually might have been kind of cool. Like, they say that it's kind of cold or something. But it's, yeah, later Alligator was fun. That was funny. I feel like the part that, like, cracked me up the most was actually really early when the sweaty guy, like, ate the card. Man, the voices are fun, but they got on my voice. They did my voice in. Bum bum dun dun dun. I need to do more GeoGuessr because I'm freaking paying for it. Yeah, I'm doing Pokemon Leaf Green. Yeah, I've not actually... It's been a bit since I've uploaded stuff. I got out of the rhythm of uploading stuff. Yeah, Coliseum. Then we started Banjo-Kazooie. Really glad I could get back to that game. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know if I'd really give it... Maybe it's because I don't have quite the same nostalgia for it compared to Mario 64, but it's like... People sometimes say that it's like the best 3D platformer that it really refined what Mario 64 started. But I don't... It is a bit more refined, but we don't need grief. It's good, but it's not. It did not feel like wow to me. I played it again, but not like, and I do have nostalgia for it. I played it. I mean, I got like about halfway through it. I didn't get half of the puzzle pieces, no, but I played like up through the snow level. Man, then it's September. Still summery times. I think September, that's when the DLC had not come out yet. Yeah, the last thing that I actually uploaded to my YouTube, still private, is still Victoria 3. Get into leaf green there. And then getting into October. I'm glad that they released that little collection when they did. I really only played Haunted Mansion, the revisited version. And it was a lot shorter than I thought it was gonna be. And we did that less than spooky campaign in CK3. And okay, like October doesn't feel that long ago. Now we're getting 3 months ago. But it kind of does. And we finally beat, we beat Majora's Mask. That felt like that. Oh man, that was a ride with my internet garbage after I moved in. Oh, that was a pain in the ass. And it really was. I'm 90% sure all I did was change up the port that the Ethernet was plugged into, and I think that's just because they reused the modems. And it's probably just defective. That the other 3 inputs just don't work because they're busted. Sucks. So that's part of the reason that I didn't upload as much, because like I'm still trying to stitch together those VODs because I want them to kind of be in one thing. Yeah, but like the CK3 DLC and the Hearts of Iron DLC were both very good, the significant ones. Like with I'm amazed that they actually added like the adventures, and they actually were going to. They apparently they said that they were thinking that would be sort of the last thing that they would do, but apparently went so well with the Byzantine, the administrative, what do you call it? The administrative, blah, government type. It just went so well with it. It's kind of like the opposite end. You got the great capital, your capital where you have your mansion. On the other side, you got your wanderers camp. It's kind of like 2 sides of the same coin, not just 2 poles. That are that they would just add it in at that point, which I really appreciate. I really hope the next thing they add is more naval stuff. Like if they have naval combat, and if they add in maybe like more naval focused stuff. Oh, and the next DLC for Hearts of Iron is actually going to be coming out probably in a couple months. In the first quarter of this year now. It's going to be adding a lot of like the Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, and redoing the Raj focus tree. So it's like we're in the third. So it's like they released a lot of the focus trees earlier, and they redid a lot of them, and now they're redoing them again, so that they actually meet people's standards. Honestly, if it keeps the game going, I'm alright with it. It's fine. Like people like the focus trees for stuff in like South America are more interesting than even the redone focus trees for the UK and the US. Yeah. Yeah, that's just how far they've come. Alright, we're getting there. Exactly. They did nothing in in World War II except they just hopped on the Allies bandwagon after the war was basically already won. So yeah, we beat Majora's Mask. That was good. That's a really good game. I'd say objectively, maybe not quite as good as Ocarina of Time. Partly, maybe only because it is because it's so similar that it doesn't add quite as much in a very concrete way, but subjectively I would say that it just has so much style. The vibe is immaculate in that game that I think that makes up for it. Oh, no problem, dude. Welcome back. Just been going through a lot more of this stuff. I'm basically into November. Like barely any time ago. We finally beat Grim Fandango after 4 years. 4 years! So now, Mustache, how do you think about the volume of the music now? Is it a little? Would you like it a little louder? Like from this point about. Or a little, yeah, I don't know. But doing El Cid was really cool. It was loud at the crescendo, otherwise, okay. Okay, that's probably fine now then. As long as it is not too quiet compared to my voice. We'll go ahead and leave it at negative 14 decibels. The Year of Shadow is now over. Play Grim Fandango again. You know what? I might. I may just make that a thing that I do every Day of the Dead. But I won't do it the same way, doing 1 year every year. So what exactly is Year of the Shadow? Oh, Year of Shadow the Hedgehog? Hey man, Year of Luigi lasted like 3 years. I think Shadow deserves 5. Oh, hail Shadow. And we're coming up. Like, that's basically just takes us to start doing EU4 Thome was good. That was fun. I'm glad to play Anbanar finally. Okay, more redeems. I should just make a list of things that I need to do. Like from most basic to most more complex. Like redeems is probably a good one. Like if I add things that are kind of disruptive to me if I'm playing the game, I'll probably just make those really expensive. Like stupid expensive. Things that actually annoy me, I will make expensive. Oh, and then who did I play as in Hearts of Iron again recently? Belgium, right. It basically was a historical campaign that just went different later, and it's kind of blah. It was done enough. Soundbit redeems, again, things that annoy me. Okay, if they're funny, and you can actually use them properly in a situation, then actually I'll maybe look into those. Things that are interesting to me. Yeah, sound redeems may, if I can find ones that are good. And if people use them too much, I'm gonna make them more and more expensive. And if you use them well, maybe I'll make them cheaper. Yeah, Belgium. It's kind of cool. It was all right. There are other ways that I could play a communist Belgium, so it's fine. I should have just had historical AI off in the first place. And playing Teenage Mutant Ninja, I need to do more collabs. Doing Shredder's Revenge with Soul was fun, and doing it with, like, almost all. Yeah, no, I think that I only played it once that year. But yeah, it was good doing that, that roguelike sort of thing was good. I should also maybe turn the music down. I'll leave it at like 50. I'll turn the actual... Turn that to there and see how that goes. Soundbit calling you to nuke 'em couldn't... Yeah. That's not a bad idea. Release the bombs! Like, if you give me money... If you give me money for little alerts, that's more worth it. In fact, but I kind of want them to be more related to what exactly you're donating. I do have a couple that are active, but they no one donates, so, and that's fine. But yeah, they just don't really get played. Yeah, I played Sly Cooper for an hour. We'll get back to it. I'm debating whether I just want to start over or if I just... Because I was stupid. I might have broken my controller like an idiot. And I got a new one, so we can get back at it. Hydrate, thank you.
What'd you guys get?
I got a rock. Skip that one. Bam, bam, bam. Sure. And then, yeah, what was December? A lot of Crusader Kings, and then a lot of Dragon Age. And that really brings us to now. The future present. 2025. The year of the gamer. Yeah, we will wrap up the one. We'll wrap up the one campaign, but I do want to take a little bit of a break from it and kind of... I'm hoping to collab with someone else soon, like after we're done with our final session. But yeah, we can definitely do Embanar again in the future. Oh no. Man, what else? What else to do? So yeah, redeems. I wanna get a new. I need to get a new design. That's kind of the first thing. I need to get a new design for a VTuber model, and then actually get a new one made. I'd like to have that done. If I could have that done by my streamiversary, that would be awesome. But if in 6 months I need to, well, that's definitely possible. I would need to make sure that is ready, that I need to get that really going soon. I've got somebody that I want to work on with that. Yeah. I mean, it's such a, like, life, you know? I've only got how many hours in a day to do it? Like, to do anything? Breathe. Dude, like, seriously, enjoy your safely unemployed life while you can, dude. Alright, yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. Yeah, thanks for dropping by again. Yeah. It's been good. It's been good. You have a good night, dude. Yes. Yes, that is a big thing. Increasing the hours in a day. My psychic powers aren't quite that powerful. Yet. Yeah, good night, man. And good luck finding work. That's like the great conundrum. You need money to get stuff. But when you have money to get stuff, you don't have time because you're working to get money to get, yeah. Let's just all live in the woods. Let's live in the woods. Return to monkey. 2025, the year of the monkey. Not in the Chinese zodiac, but yeah. I would love to make a quote-unquote resolution. I don't like making resolutions because you never do them. As far as streaming goes, I would love to, because like I feel like I'm not significantly larger as a streamer since basically the beginning. A new mod playthrough for other Paradox games, like what Ohm mentioned, doing more Anbanar definitely. I might try that same file in Anbanar single player because it might be because the multiplayer is making it a bit more cumbersome. So doing it single player and getting to a little bit more of a place that I'd be happy ending it with will be good. But I don't even know how much I want to keep going with it. We'll see. After next time, we'll see. But as far as other mods, someone keeps badgering me, respectfully, about doing the Warcraft mod for CK3, which I've never played Warcraft, so I'm not really attached. So I'd try it. Then, Kaiserreich is always good. I think we might even do some Kaiserreich multiplayer with Chris and June. And then also, even if Lord of the Rings mod looks really cool for CK3. Other things. I kind of want to get back to Stellaris a little bit. I've been watching a lot of Star Trek, so I'm kind of in a sci-fi mindset a little. Star Trek's cool. I haven't tried the Warcraft one yet. And the Elder Scrolls one is good. Oh, hold on 1 second. I smooshed a fly. Star Trek mod for Stellaris is the bomb. Remember when they actually released what is basically an official Star Trek version of Stellaris? And it was just like kind of watered down. This is Star Trek Infinite? Yeah. Yeah, published by Paradox. Developed by Nimble Giant, though. It's already got like 3 DLCs. Designing the Galaxy came out. What is this? They many years before us, we have documented a voyage throughout the development process of Star Trek for posterity. Starting from the maiden voyage, the team's first sketches. What? Oh, it's like a documentary. Neutral Zone Tunes? Okay, cool. Galactic Tracks. That's just music. Okay. They've not actually done any... No actual expansions. Yeah, they missed the mark. Like, you'd think... Come on, like, guys... A little bit more meat to it. Follow the specifically crafted story or blaze your own trail. The first Star Trek grand strategy. Man, they've actually got Patrick Stewart's likeness there for Picard. Kind of surprising. And they'd pay for it. Ah, man. Man, it's like you just look at the screenshots. It's like, yes, good, but nah, dude. Any thoughts on Millennium Dawn? Millennium Dawn. That's just the game looks just so cumbersome. Like it's basically only good for memes, like making Bernie Sanders the communist ruler of the United States. Game of Thrones mod, yeah, it's like they're trying to make it work, right? They're trying it. Like a Star Trek mod for Stellaris probably would just be better than Star Trek Infinite. That's a shame. Like, if I had it for free, yeah, I don't think it's worth paying for. Man, 2023 already, like, that feels like it was a long time ago or something. And is Enterprise E really that long of a saucer section? There's one GIF, just makes it look so... I will do it for you, Jean-Luc. Enterprise E. I don't know, I mean, it's kind of cool. Maybe it feels a little too long. Super cumbersome at first, but you can eventually get the hang of it. Not too bad a mod. It's definitely in-depth. It has a lot to it. I will never say that it doesn't. I don't know. I think the Enterprise E is a good design. Maybe from certain angles, certain lighting, it looks a bit elongated. Maybe it's got a bad reputation because it's in all the movies. Sovereign class. The 6th Federation ship to bear the name Enterprise. So it says Scott Bakula's Enterprise, like Kirk's, then Enterprise B. C, D, E. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I've been watching Star Trek. I'm like more than halfway through season 5, so getting close to the end. I'm gonna be starting Deep Space Nine once that would kind of work. I'm gonna probably swap between Deep Space Nine and Next Generation until Next Generation's done, and then then eventually add in Voyager. But yeah, man, coming up on a 6-hour stream. Haven't done one of those in a bit. Like even Dragon Age. Yeah, Dragon Age is gonna be good. I'm looking forward to more Dragon Age. Oh yeah, man. Like it's not easy. Not easy being a streamer. Like actually growing as a streamer. Like I'm not the only one in this kind of boat. The kind of stuck at the bottom. So to speak. Like I don't want to beat myself up about it. Like I'm generally pretty positive about where I am, even on slower days. But sometimes you get a day where it's like dead. Like there was one like when I was doing multiplayer with the guys, where like literally no one showed up. At least no one chatted. Which it happens. It's again not gonna blame anyone. If anything, I should blame myself for not working harder on one thing or another, but it's just unclear. Yeah. It's never there's not a clear path forward. So what works with someone else doesn't necessarily work for me. And what would work for me might not work with somebody else. So, yeah. I would just like to have some kind of real base, so to speak. I would love to be able to do this full time. I would love to make anything more than like $50 every 3 months from like the minuscule ad and subscription stuff. Which, I mean, I don't even notice $50 coming in every once in a while. But not the plan, not the expectation. I would like a meaningful community. And it's just kind of crazy to me that some people, see, one of them came in. And post the exact best. Oh no, actually, yeah. Just okay. Yeah. However God wants it, really. Like whether it stays where it is, goes somewhere else. I mean, it's just a hobby, so no, whatever. And I think about it less than I used to, and even then I didn't harp on it. It's just every once in a while you get that day that's like, no one's here. So kinda why bother? But I mean, just even having someone chatting for more than a few seconds makes it more worth it. And even just the act of streaming makes it so that you're more active with playing games. Like I probably wouldn't have played many of the games that I have if I wasn't streaming it. I'd probably just be in an infinite cycle of Paradox games. Not a bad thing, but I had always wanted to play a lot of games, but it's hard to kind of push yourself to be like, man, do it. But here I am making a thing. This is a concrete project that is being completed. Every stream is a finished item, like a completed vase, a little bowl that you made out of words and electrons on your TV screen. So yeah, I mean, that really should be the prayer, that God would use me however he wants. Like, I mean, it comes down to it that like to be a witness to people. And that doesn't necessarily mean to be like a large audience or even an audience of more than one person. And that doesn't even necessarily mean like evangelism exactly, but just being a Christian in a non-Christian space, which is basically everywhere that is not church, is a witness. And like that I can be that people can ideally look at me and be like, yeah, he follows Jesus. That's what Jesus looks like. Not perfect, but no one but Jesus is. Yeah, salt and light, exactly. So it's kind of like part of the difficulty for me is like, where's the line between being clear with my faith and then but not being preachy? That a lot of people just don't even want to hear it, or are just annoyed. I would love to have more like conversations that are like just any conversation that is open and honest and understanding is awesome, but sometimes those can't even happen. And hopefully the people would actually, I would like people to like look at me and see that it's like, it's Jesus. That's the reason that I'm the way that I am. Not because, oh, I'm a good guy, I'm so nice. No, nice means nothing. Kindness is something, and that kindness comes from Jesus. And kindness is not always an easy thing. In fact, it's difficult. Because being nice is oftentimes just, oh, you're fine. You maybe have problems, but it's not that bad. But kindness is when you tell a friend that, no, this is a problem. You need to stop. You need to get help. I will help you. I want to help you. Other people can help you. But it's like when they don't accept that even as being truth at all, you know? You know, like nukes a random country. Yeah. You show up to a silly map game, and like not every day you find somebody that follows Jesus doing that stuff. Nuking New York. Just being in a place, just being present. Yeah. Huh. Gender review is hard to do with friends, yeah. Yeah. Because, like, it's... If they don't even share some, like, the most cool... It's like if a Muslim came up to you and told you not to eat pork. It's like... Well, I mean, there's nothing in the Bible. Like, Jesus says that what comes out of your mouth, not what goes in that defiles. But it's like, it's talking from two different worlds. It's like if I say anything, like that's meant to be conviction towards someone that doesn't hold to the same values. Like, yeah. Eat pork even harder. Oh. And some people will be like, you know what? I'm gonna sin even harder because you keep telling me no. It's hard. Just like, that's why you need to cultivate relationships and that's one thing that I would like to be able to know better is how to actually make those conversations happen. And that's like, and I wonder what, like, if God would lead me, and something to be in prayer for. It's like how to actually be a witness on stream. Like, is doing a Bible study really productive? There's so many other people that do it probably better than I would. And then also it's like, am I interested in it? Really? Like, I mean, if God wants me to do it, I will do it, but it's kind of hard to discern that. If you don't have the moral structure, especially when based on the foundation as Jesus, it's like talking to a brick wall. Exactly. Like, Or would it just be like, it's kind of like, how much of a point is there, I guess for me, not for other people, but for me personally, how much of a point is there doing a Bible study if most people that will show up are just Christians? Which, I mean, it's enriching in its own way, but it's not really a witness necessarily. Some people that aren't Christians will show up for it, but I mean, so yeah, it's not even really a but there. So maybe that's something to consider. I guess the but is, what if they just don't? And then I'm basically just kind of preaching to the choir. Kind of literally. Parable of the sower. Yeah. Yeah, just be the seed. Be like, hey, remember that guy? Yeah, exactly. But whether you're doing the Bible study or not. And because then there's like people that do come to my stream already. Do they show up for really anything? They might show up for any kind of video game, but would they show up for a Bible study? Or would they leave and just not come back at all to the stream? Which, I mean, that's their choice. I really don't care if I lose some followers. It sort of annoys me when there's kind of no point. I'd almost prefer there'd be a very obvious point. But yeah, I think someone unfollowed the other day because I accidentally had the Crusader Kings category when I was playing Dragon Age. And it's kind of like, be patient, my dude. It's a mistake. At least I presume. There's just a lot of things. So there was like a moment that I felt like God was leading me to doing a Bible study on stream, but then it kind of, like, out of mind was like, yeah, exactly, wrong category. It just annoys me when people leave for what feels like, I may not be doing that one thing you like right now, but I may just do it tomorrow. Not even joking, planning on it tomorrow. But they probably didn't really watch anyway. So it's really just it's like I shouldn't let it bother me. Okay, more concrete goal. Get 1,000 followers. I'm at 933 right now. It's definitely very possible. Even by June. Like getting another 87 followers, very viable. Reported. Oh no, I'm dead. You guys going to Twitch jail. So yeah, I hope I never come out as like complaining. I'm kind of just airing my thoughts. Not where I'd like to be at with my stream. I would hope that if I were to have like double digits, even just like in the 10s regularly, I would be pretty content with it. Like I would be fine if I never had more than like 10 viewers in any given stream. Even like maybe like 5. 5 feels like just a fine number. Like 5 is the minimum number of people that I would be willing to raid with. Because I feel like it's kind of weird otherwise. What else? I feel like I've kind of ran around everything now. I wonder in the background, is that background of the song, was that actually like Mark Hamill's Joker laugh? Kind of sounded like it. Might not be. So what's everyone else's hopes and dreams or resolutions for 2025? And if we're counting zero as part of this decade, we're already halfway through it. And we're a quarter away through the century. Can you believe it? Man, I can't wait until 2100. I'm gonna see you there. Gonna be 100 years old. Man, freaking Jimmy Carter lived to 100. That's nuts. God rest his soul. He was in hospice for a surprisingly long time. Yeah, I don't know. If anybody else anyone else have any more thoughts? Because I think I've thought it out. Got a mission trip coming up. Awesome. Get more steady income than just stock trading. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. And I played through the Elder Scrolls games. All of them? That'd be cool. That's another one. Like I would not mind doing like starting from Elder Scrolls 1. Or maybe not even necessarily starting there, but yeah. Keep going through it. So yeah, mission trip. That's awesome. I'm curious where it is, but I feel like that's kind of a personal question. So I am not asking where you're going. I understand that there could be safety concerns as well. Too many things to do. Always, dude. Always. And get that steady income. Get that money. You and Ohm can get a job together. You can both twirl the signs around outside the hot dog place, dressed like what else but hamburgers. Bunch of things from Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. Okay, so did you get the Unity version of Daggerfall? Take the job. Yeah, you know what? That's good. Good mindset. $1 is $1, even if it is a burger stand in a hot dog suit, swinging your used car sale sign. But it'll also be... I don't even want to say it. Probably have Daggerfall on some platform. It's not an easier one to get a hold of. And also, yeah, it's GOG that has the Unity version, which is just way more together. I'm pretty sure I have all 5. I've even got the... What do you call it? I could do the MMO. MMOs are games that, like, I kind of want to try Elder Scrolls Online. I kind of want to try Final Fantasy XIV. Really only... Wait, no, I would like to try the Old Republic, but that game is... Like, they really nickel and dime you for that one. That's stupid. EA garbage. Never having time for an MMO. It's like a mini job that doesn't freaking pay you. At least this is a mini hobby that does pay me, sort of. I might need to get a better mount for my phone. Something that could have a better camera usage. Excuse me. All right, I feel that's really about all I got. I'm going to have to. Oh yeah, totally, dude. Yeah, my library is a little stupid. It's big. Yeah, if you wanna, like, you can probably find me this Sire Iron. Yeah, and I will accept that request. And once again, I'm gonna need to do that Steam library stream. Man, I'm hungry. It's 1:48. I should go to bed, but I want to eat something instead. I'll probably get ice cream. Yeah. I got nothing else to say. My brain empty. Once again, like to reiterate, the ladies that kill it with streaming on Twitch, they're killing it. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone has their own difficulties that must be overcome and strengthen you. And other things that give you advantages. No, it was great hanging out with you, man. I'm really glad you stuck around. But yeah, I am definitely done though, so good timing. Tomorrow will be Dragon Age. Going through long dungeon with probably another dungeon in the middle of it, then get back to the other dungeon, because that's how that dungeon works. Alright, but yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Have a good night. And Happy New Year. Yeah, it's like almost gonna be New Year on the West Coast in 10 minutes. Right? Hold on. Dungeonception, yeah. Am I doing that because it's no, it is, it's already, no, yeah, it is 11:49 on the Pacific. Okay, yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Have a good night. Bye. Yeah.